We have our Week 6 NFL predictions. Here we go.
All right, Broncos travel to Arrowhead tonight. That's going to be a whipping. I don't even know what to say. The Chiefs at home are fantastic. We know that. The Broncos on the road they haven't been good at home or on the road. Doesn't matter. They're not a good football team to begin with. Interesting. All right, Russell Wilson has been significantly better, but their defense has regressed mightily, which we know that's Sean Payton's issue is defense. You know, he's not very good as a defensive coach. He doesn't hire a good defensive staff. He did early in New Orleans, and then late in New Orleans, it all went downhill, and we see it go downhill here in Denver.
Yeah.
The Chiefs are going to put up 40. I'll take the Chiefs.
I mean, there's not much discussion needed there. It's going to be an absolute
bloodbath.
Yeah, it's not going to go well for the Broncos. I don't see it's whatever the over/under is on this. I don't even know. I would actually stay away from that. I would just take the Chiefs by as many points as they'll give you.
You could tease it up, yeah, for sure. It's interesting. Yeah. All right, Ravens at the Titans. I'm going to take the Ravens here. I consider taking the Titans. They usually play the Ravens really tight. They can kind of possession, they hold the ball, keep them on the sideline. But to me, good teams that get humiliated, which I think that was a humiliating loss for Baltimore this past week.
100%
I mean, to be up by that much and to have Pittsburgh play that poorly and win by a touchdown is insane, right? Baltimore knows they didn't play well. They deserve to win that game. They should have won that game. And yet they didn't on the road against your rival. They're going to come out with their hair on fire. Yeah. I think that's a good bet. We'll talk bets on a budget, but the Ravens winning by a lot seems that's the right side. I think they beat Tennessee for sure.
Yeah, I agree. Coming off a loss on a big division rival like that is a really tough pill to swallow. Yeah. So they're going to play inspired football. And then I did also think about the Titans there for a second. I think I've taken them the last 2 weeks in my splits, and I've been burned by them both times. They just can't figure out how to win and close football games.
The week before you didn't take them, I took them, and they burned you. You took Cincy.
That's right.
Yeah, tough one. Vikings at the Bears. I am going to do it. I am going to ride with my boy, because I've never had any doubt, ever. I knew he would be this type of player. Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears, baby.
Scroll through. Go back. If you're watching this on YouTube, just go to the channel and scroll back to all the previous videos. There's like 4 Justin Fields videos in the last 2 weeks.
I knew. He's been ineffable since he got in the league. He is the model of consistency, and I expect another 4 touchdown performance from him again. No, in all seriousness, no, I'm not a huge Justin Fields guy, but let's be fair. Who has he ripped up this year? Commanders who can't defend the pass, and the Broncos who can't defend the pass. Well, the Vikings are right there with him. The Vikings cannot guard anybody on the outside, and so to me, this is exactly where they thrive. The Vikings are missing Justin Jefferson. This is exactly the type of team that the Bears are equipped to beat. You can get in a little bit of a shootout, but they can't stop you. Justin Fields is going to be able to run wild, be able to throw the ball downfield. DJ Moore has emerged as a real, legit top 15 receiver. I will take the Bears to win at home against the injured Vikings.
I don't know. I can't, in good faith, take the Bears. I can't.
Why? Justin Fields is ineffable.
No, I can't attach myself to it. We saw one good a week. I'm not ready to put everything on that.
Well, what are you talking? I got them going to the Super Bowl, cuz.
Yeah, you got the Bears in the bowl.
Absolutely. They're going to sneak in as the 7th seed.
No shot. They're
running the table.
I like Minnesota here. They haven't been good at all season, but at least they kind of held things a little bit close there with the Chiefs. They punched it out a little bit on Sunday. So I think this is a team that it's going to collect wins, especially against a divisional opponent like this. The Vikings usually own the Bears. So I'm going to go to Minnesota.
And we'll see. Saints at the Texans. You're going to go ahead and take the Texans. Why?
C.J. Stroud has impressed me to no end this season. I think he's a really good rookie quarterback. I think they actually have a pretty good offense rolling over there, and things feel different in Houston than they have in the past couple of years. Houston has proved that they can score points. Their defense has actually stepped up a little bit. Now, sure, especially against the Steelers, it's the Steelers' offense, which is not saying all that much. But I like the directions the Texans are heading. It seems good. It seems like they have their feet underneath them. And I think they have the right guy at quarterback as of right now. I like the Texans.
It's fair. See, I'm going to go from a more schematic standpoint here. The Saints have good cover corners, and C.J. Stroud's a very timing, rhythm player. A lot of first window throws, get the ball out quick, accurate on time. Very Tua, although I think as a prospect right now he's better than Tua because he's bigger, stronger, a little bit more mobile. But very timing, rhythm-based. The Saints have the guys to be able to take away those throws, which Pittsburgh doesn't, so that's kind of why they torched Pittsburgh.
Sure.
And they don't run the football particularly well, which is actually where you can get yardage on the Saints, and the Texans don't run the ball well. So their weakness, their weakness is going to stay a weakness, and their strength is going to be diminished as well. So I'm going to go and take the Saints on the road to get a win.
Okay. You think a lot of press here? Just shut down those receivers right off the bat.
Yeah, Marshawn Lattimore, pressing for sure.
Fair enough.
Niners at the Browns. We're going to go and take the Niners. Now, this is an interesting game. Browns coming off a bye. Niners riding high from Dallas. We'll see.
No,
I think they are the better team, although I like it to stay close.
You feel a little bit better about this one staying close than I do. I think the 49ers absolutely tear the doors off the Browns.
It's fair. We'll see.
It's either way, we're picking the 49ers. It's just really just how close or lopsided is the game going to be.
Yeah. All right, Colts at the Jaguars. I'm going to go take the Jags. I considered taking the Colts, right? Gardner Minshew's starting. I don't love the fact that Gardner Minshew's starting, but he runs a decent offense. Shane Steichen, they've been decent when Gardner's been playing, although I'd feel a lot better if Anthony Richardson was playing. Big, physical athlete, can run the football. I worry Jonathan Taylor's not fully healthy yet, although Zach Moss has been running the ball well. But I think Jacksonville's clicking, and I think for the next couple weeks you're going to see them be pretty undervalued because they started slow. But in reality, that's a really good football team. And I think in Vegas they're going to be very, very undervalued, and I think they're the better team here, and they're at home. I'll take the Jags.
Yeah, the Jags are going to roll. They're starting to put it together.
Yeah.
This team is going to get really good, and they're going to get really hot. And it's now the pieces are just forming. It's early on in the season. They're about to hit their midseason stride. It's going to be really hard to bet against the Jags from here on out.
Yeah. Commanders at the Falcons. I'm going to go ahead and take the home Falcons. First of all, they can run the football a lot better. And that's kind of how you mitigate a pass rush, which the Commanders can get a pass rush. So I'm going to run the football. Bijan Robinson, Tyler Algier, I'd give them 40 carries. I'd drop Desmond Ridder back 20 times. A couple play action throws. And Sam Howell is okay. I don't see them lighting up Atlanta. They have some decent corners, can get a decent pass rush. So I'll take Atlanta in a very close game at home.
I don't know, man. Sam Howell's been really good all year.
He has been good.
I like him to stay good, and I like the pass rush in Washington to make that secondary look a little bit better, elevate them a little bit. I think the defense in Washington is going to be able to hold Atlanta pretty
fairly
low
low
in the points
we'll
category. I do worry about Atlanta's run game. It can get dangerous at times. So, it's really a 50-50 game when I was thinking about it while we were making the predictions, but I like the Washington side just a little bit better.
All right, Panthers at the Dolphins. I'm going to go and take the Dolphins. I would probably bet the over on this one because the Panthers can put up points. The Dolphins' defense isn't very good, but the Panthers' defense is horrendous. I'll take the Dolphins to put up 40+.
Easily. They're going to get boat raced.
Yeah.
It could kind of have like a shootout-esque feel.
For the first half, then I think the Dolphins are going to pull
They're going to run away. Yeah.
Seahawks at the Bengals. I think the Bengals, again, just like the Jags, they're going to be a little bit undervalued for a while because they started so slow, right? But being at home, I think they're going to get it rolling. Joe Burrow clearly looked like the Joe Burrow we remember. The Bengals at home, run the football. Joe Burrow returns to form.
Jamar Chase starting to get there too.
Yeah, I do worry a little bit because Seattle's got some good corners. Jamar and if T. Higgins plays, they can be able to get open, but I'll take the Bengals.
Yeah, Bengals.
Yeah, Patriots at the Raiders. You know how we feel about the Patriots. Fire Bill Belichick. I'll take the Raiders.
Raiders all day. I think Jimmy G's going to cook.
Eagles at the Jets. Look, let's not overreact to a Jets win. Let's not go crazy. Eagles are a much better team, Eagles.
Yes. Look, the Jets struggled with the Broncos. It was a very close game.
Yeah, the 10 points, the 10 points is a lot more misleading than it actually was. It was a close game down to the end.
A lot of garbage time. Yeah. Look,
it was a garbage time touchdown at the end there for me. Yeah.
This is not the Jets' bag to come in and beat the Eagles and Jalen Hurts. And Jalen Hurts is starting to look like the Jalen Hurts from last year too.
Yeah, he looked really good. Yeah. Lions at the Bucks. I'll go and take the Lions now. Thought about taking the Bucks at home off a bye. But my concern is I don't think their defense is going to be good enough to stop this offense. Right?
Yeah.
The multiple looks, the run game, the trickery. I'll take the Lions.
The Lions.
I think the Bucks keep pace, but not enough.
This was a close one when we were talking about it too.
Cardinals at Rams. The Rams, yeah, they're a good team. Their weaknesses are also Arizona's weaknesses. Like, if you add a bad team, Arizona's not a good team. But if they're really good up front and the weak offensive line of the Rams was exposed, then you consider maybe the underdog wins it. But the Rams are a much better team. Cooper Kupp's back and looks like he hasn't missed a beat.
Yeah.
It's great.
So I like the Rams here, but watch for the Cardinals to make it close.
Oh yeah, no, I think the
they've been
Cardinals keep it
playing.
close, yeah.
They've been playing a lot of teams
They
really
can-
tight.
They can run the ball, and outside of Aaron Donald, who's stopping the run? Nobody.
I think really anybody.
Giants at the Bills. Bills are a much better team at home, prime time. Daniel Jones and them, they're not winning in prime time. The fact that they still have this many prime time games is ridiculous. I'll take the Bills easily.
Yeah. I mean, what happened in London? We don't have to talk about it.
They're still a really good team.
I think the Bills are better than what they showed
Yeah.
out there across the pond. But yeah, I'll take the Bills this week. They're not beating the Giants.
Cowboys at the Chargers. We're both going to go and take the underdog Chargers off a bye. Justin Herbert. I thought I'd take the better quarterback, the more rested team. The Cowboys are coming off just a trouncing, so there's an argument that decent teams that get trounced usually bounce back really strong. But I'll take the well-rested team and the home team.
Yeah, I like the Chargers. I know they have the better quarterback. And I think the Cowboys are probably a little bit scared to play another primetime game in front of the nation.
Yeah, we'll see. Standalone game.
Get ugly again, and just show how bad you are to the whole country and the world. So,
all right, our splits. I'm taking the best quarterback in football, Justin Fields, and the Bears over the Vikings, and I'll take the Saints over the Texans. You're taking the Texans, and I'll take the Falcons. You're taking the Commanders. Those are our splits. Week 6. Let's go ahead.